Hey Bourbon fans, I'm Tim, the Suburban Dad. Yes, it's been out for a little bit now, but I just finally got my hands on Maker's Mark BEP. So, I know there's reviews out there already, but I'm excited to give you my thoughts, my take on this fresh crack today. Let's get to it. First of all, thanks for being here. And hey, if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe, so that way you don't miss out on any of the latest and greatest information about the bourbon whiskey world. Today, Maker's Mark BEP. This is the final expression of the wood finishing series. Now, it's been quite the journey of flavors and batch names with these. They went from everything from race car titles to math problems to license plates to finally ending it with BEP, standing for Barrel Entry Proof, highlighting their 110 entry proof to the barrel style of bourbon that they do. And the description, I've been trying to find out, okay, so what's special about BEP? I don't know. It says that they give even more of what you would get out of their 110 barrel entry proof. So how is it different than, say, Maker's 46 cask strength? I don't know. But I'm gonna taste it and let you know what I think. So enough jibber jabbing. Let's open this puppy. And of course, I'm going to use my 4-category 5-point rating scale. Starting with the nose. Let's pour this bad boy out. Okay, so we're looking at 110.7 proof on this one. No age statement listed. So right away on the color, maybe I should just add color to the category, but we'll leave it off. This one is very much a rich honey color. Definitely darker than your apple juicy notes. Not motor oil by any means, but definitely a good rich color to it. On the nose, ooh, my goodness, right away. Sweet, luscious, inviting. So we got sweetness, we got fruit, citrus in there, some orange and lemon, vanilla cream, creamsicle, like as you can imagine based on those combinations. Very inviting, very nice nose, no real ethanol burn, just inviting. Not much of the candy sweetness, it's more fruit sweetness. Just a hint of baking spice in the background. A lot of fruit in there, tropical fruits even, pineapple maybe. Okay, sounds like a very nice summery drink already. All right, on the nose, I'm gonna rate it as a 4. A 4 is warranted here. Doesn't, again, I would say the most memorable nose on a whiskey that I've encountered was Claremont Steep from Jim Beam. That, I still just daydream about that sometimes. This one, very pleasant, very nice. Definitely above average, but it just, very nice, very pleasant. 4 is solid. Let's go ahead and have a taste. Whoa. That went in a bit of a different direction than the nose. A lot more pastry, a little oakiness on there in a nice way. Bright, complementary oak, not bitter. Baking spices in there. Some of that vanilla coming through. Just a little whisper of caramel in the background, just to tie it all together. Let's see, see if I can pick out any of those fruits on the palate. Citrusy for sure. Orangey, almost lemony in there. Maybe a little pineapple. Spicy. The more I drink it, the more spice I get. So on the palate, it's fairly complex. It's really good, but it's got a lot of citrus up front. It's got a very drying feel to it, which we'll get to the mouthfeel in a second, but the palate. Citrusy, oaky, which it's pretty good, but I don't know. Everybody's been talking about how this is the best of the wood finishing series, and I'm not so sure about that, honestly. Like when I think of just standard Maker's 46 cask strength, I think that one hits harder than this guy does. Man. I'm gonna have to go with I know, I might get stoned for this, but I'm gonna say a 3 for the palate. It doesn't hit my wheelhouse very well. Not much in the caramel department. A little bit of fruitiness, more oak. The more I drank it, the more oak I got, and some spice, baking spices. Cloves, like a clove note in there, allspice maybe. And then the mouthfeel, let's focus on that. Mouthfeel is okay. Again, it somewhat coats the tongue. It definitely doesn't give my whole mouth experience. It's a little on the thinner side than what I'd expect. So, geez, I was kind of expecting more out of this one, given how amazing all the reviews have been. Maybe I'm just a outsider when it comes to my palate. Jeez. So the mouthfeel, I'm gonna have to go with a 3 on that one as well. Nothing spectacular on the mouthfeel. The finish, and again with that mouthfeel, it gives like this drying quality to my tongue, which I don't really care for. I don't really like that. Like you drink a red wine and get the dryness. Yes, is that the tannins? I'm not a chemistry guy, but finish is medium, little thin at the end, just a spark of baking spice to round it out. Man, I'm gonna give a 3.5 to the finish. 3.5. It's decent. It's medium in length, but it does hang around a little bit. But man, okay. So when I think of wood finishing series, the best one that I've had, I missed out on RC6. That's a bummer. SE4 PR5 has been my all-time favorite of all of these. And then following that was one of the FAEs. I think I liked FAE 1 better? Can't remember. They're long gone. Can't compare, sorry. Just in my memory. SE4 PR5 though stands out as head and shoulders above the rest of the wood finishing series. That was from 2020, I believe. This one, well, let's total up my score here. Wow, guys, this might be a record for the lowest score so far. 13.5 out of 20 possible points. That's actually pretty disappointing. It took me over a month to get this bottle. I had a guy at the store that I was going to, and he said, hey, you will for sure get this bottle when it comes in. It's just not here yet. Keep checking back with me. I kept checking. I felt like I was really bugging him with how often I called and checked in when I was there. He was totally cool about it. And finally, sure enough, when it got there, I got one. Let's see. By the way, retail on this one is it's still hovering around that $60 range, $65. I think I paid $69 for this one, which I didn't mind. But now that I'm tasting it, having second thoughts about that. But it's still good. It's Makers, it's cask strength Makers, but is it the best of the wood finishing series? No, I really don't think so. Is it worth buying? For retail, sure. It's still a good Makers, especially if you're already a Makers fan and you're familiar with their profile, then yeah. Is it a must find and kill yourself try to find it? No. So, Makers claims that they're on to something new after this series, the wood finishing series. So I'm excited for what they have cooking up next. I have high hopes. I like a lot of maker stuff. Have you gotten to try BEP? What are your thoughts? What was your favorite bottle of the wood finishing series? What's your favorite Maker's Mark expression? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. And until next time, cheers.